Hey everyone! Happy Monday! It's vlog time. I have a feeling it's past vlog time. I can't remember when the last time I vlogged. I think it was my travel vlog. So it's been at least a couple weeks. I'm definitely going to do a couple more active vlogs in the future. I got a thing to help me eat independently, and so we're going to test that sucker out and we'll record it. And then I know a couple of you have requested transfer videos, so we'll try to get those too. Like getting me up in bed and out of bed, and I have a ceiling lift. So it's kind of a tricky thing to have somebody recording because somebody has to be helping me do it. So I will do that in, the next couple times. So when I was deciding what to vlog about this week, I thought maybe I would just tell you all a little bit more about myself. Obviously my life didn't start at 15, so I guess I'll just kind of start at the beginning. I was born in Ogallala, Nebraska, small town. My mom and dad were like 20 and 19, 20 and 21, one of the two. We'll just say that they were not ready or equipped to be parents. They both had slash have, I think my mom still has, addiction issues and some mental health issues, and being parents was just not something they were ready for. So that just led to some neglect in the home, and definitely wasn't a good environment for a baby. So at about 18 months, my grandma, my dad's mom, and my grandpa actually was my step-grandpa, but, he's the only grandpa that I ever knew, because I was born in November and they got married in December. Both of them said, okay, we'll take her, which, what a blessing. They were like, we'll take her, we'll raise her. And they had pretty much raised their kids. Well, grandma had, and, I think Eli, grandpa's son, was like 12 at the time, or something, so, they were definitely starting over. But it was an amazing gift to me, because they are amazing parents. Incredible. I definitely wouldn't be who I am without them. So we lived in a couple different places. A small town called Llewellyn. Grandma had a house there, and she worked at the bank there for 18 years. And we traveled back and forth between, Grandpa had a farm between Grant and Ogallala, and he farmed, and then he also had his own business. So we traveled back and forth between both places. So we would stay there, he would stay with us. When I was like 11, I guess it would have been 12. It was before I was going to go into junior high. Grandma decided she was done with the bank, and so we thought it would be a good time to officially move to the farm. And so we moved, and I switched schools, which of course at the beginning I was devastated by. I was just like, I'm going to hate it. It's going to be horrible. And then I ended up falling in love with it, and I love the community. I'm so blessed to have got to be a part of it, to grow up there and stuff. So Perkins County was a good move. When we got there, we built a house, which was also a blessing and a gift, because for the most part it was handicap accessible, because my grandma's mom had rheumatoid arthritis, and so her aunt said, make sure you make it wheelchair accessible in case you need to be in a wheelchair someday. So we had a pretty huge open floor plan, and our doors were all 3 feet wide. So really the only changes we had to make when I got hurt were in my bathroom, and obviously a ramp to get up into the house, and a lift in my room to get me in and out of bed. But we were pretty accessible from the start, which I feel like was definitely God's plan. We didn't have to make a bunch of changes. So Grandpa and I weren't super close when I was younger. I felt like he was really hard on me, but he just wanted me to be great and do great things, and it's definitely something, hindsight is always 20/20. So after I got hurt, we both of us kind of realized, like, life is short, we really need to get to know one another, and became super, super close, and he became one of my best friends, which was a gift. It was a blessing to get to be so close with him, because in 2007, he died of an aortic aneurysm. He was 52, so one day he was okay, and the next day he was gone. And so then Grandma and I had to kind of just figure it out with just the two of us. So we lived on the farm for up until just last year. I guess it's probably been like a year and a half. We moved to North Platte, which, compared to where we've lived in the past, is a city. We had to do a lot of house searching because we knew we were going to have to make modifications anywhere we went. But we had to make some pretty significant ones. One of these days I'll have to video like the house and the changes that we made. So it's accessible for me. So we live in North Platte now, and almost all things are good things. It was a positive move. It's just nice to have accessibility to people and things. You don't have to drive 15 minutes to go to the grocery store or to get food. And we were actually traveling to North Platte once a week anyway for my physical therapy. And now physical therapy is literally 7 minutes from us, which is so cool. And so it's been really great. We have family here. My aunt lives here. And my cousin and his son live here, and his son is 3.5 and the light of our lives. We love him so much. So it's just nice, and my physical therapy family is here, and so I've got to build those friendships, and we started a new church here, which is so great, because you can meet people that way. It's just really nice. It's just been a nice, positive move. We do miss the farm sometimes. We definitely miss the house itself. But we made this house pretty much a home. So, although I don't know that we'll ever be done moving in. So it's just Gramps and I, or it was from 2007 to just this last October, and then Bree, which she's been in my video blogs before. I call her my niece, but she's not my niece. It's complicated. She's Eli's daughter. Eli was Grandpa's son. Eli and I were raised like brother and sister, so I'll just call her my niece. She moved here from California, and she splits time between our house and her other grandparents' house. So that's been super great and super fun. She's spunky and 20, so she brings like youth to our lives. Not that I'm old, but I'm kind of old. So that's just a little bit more about me. Just far as relationships go with mom and dad, I haven't seen my mom since I was probably 2 or heard from her. But I definitely have a sort of relationship with my dad. He lives in Ogallala, which is close to us. And he and his girlfriend, they've been together forever and ever. So it's hard to know if she's wife. I don't know. They have 2 sons. So I have 2 half-brothers that are 8 and 9 or 9 and 10. So we see them when we can, and he's definitely come a long way in his recovery, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing. But I'm super blessed to have Grams. I've always had Grams. You know, and Aunt Diane is wonderful, and like I said, Bree's here now. And we have a friend, Susan, that comes. She actually just left this morning. And she helps us, too. She helps with me, and we get to spend time together. I just have a really great little support system around me. I'm very lucky. Anyway. That is what I wanted to talk about, for the most part. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. Ask any questions if you want to. And like I said, the next couple ones will be more active, rather than me just sitting here talking at you.